In your first year as a High Wizard, you're sent to Bohemian Grove. So, and the first year I was there was 1987, and Ronald Reagan was there. And I was kind of shocked and disappointed because I voted for Reagan, and I was disappointed that he'd be at a place like that. But he seemed extremely uncomfortable, and that made me feel better. Mm-hmm. I saw Bill Clinton there twice. I saw Hillary there and saw her get escorted off the property by security. In around 1993 or 94, I was on the grounds with like an entourage of people, and they were pointing out people that wanted my services. And there was a guy that was on an intercept course with us, and you can't intercept the High Wizard. That's a huge no-no. And then we stopped, and this guy walked on past. So there was no, we didn't bump into each other.
Wow.
I pointed to him and said, he's going to be president one day. And I looked at him and I thought, nobody voted for Jesse Jackson. Why would we vote this guy that I've never heard or seen before? And
well, there's been stories about Barack Obama. Larry Sinclair, for instance, the couple of people that disappeared or died mysteriously in his church, in Reverend Wright's Trinity Church. There's been stories of him, at bathhouses in and around the slums in Chicago. So there's been a lot of stories about his sexual identity, shall we say.
Right. If I could say that he was hanging out with anybody while he was there, it was Kissinger. He was like attached at the hip.
Well, he's been there quite a few times. I mean, he's probably been there 10, 15, 20 times as well. There's many pictures. And again, folks, you have to understand, this is not tinfoil hat. I keep wanting to stress that. There are pictures of these past presidents that you can find that are there. You can even go on Wikipedia and look this stuff up. This is, again, not conspiratorial. Let me ask you this. One of the last questions here. Why is it that it is only men? Why do they not allow women to be part of Bohemian Grove?
I think if I didn't have to act that way in front of a woman, it would allow me to be freer.
Okay. So in other words, it's an opportunity for them to express their inner urges, if you will, and freedom of sexuality. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Right.
Okay. Now, again, I've heard that they meet every July for about 2 weeks. Again, it's kind of summer camp for billionaires. But there's also been stories in which they actually meet more than twice a year. Is that the case, and how often do they actually meet?
They meet 4+ times. There's an organized meet probably around February, and then again around March, late March, early February. Then cremation of care is in July generally. And then sometime near like November or December, they meet again. But as well, if you're one of these billionaires that likes to go, you could contact them at any time. And I think you're allowed to go. And if you're not going during an organized time, you can take your family. You can be there with like your sons and daughters and your wife.
In other words, when it's not secluded and reserved, if you will, for these billionaire wackos, basically. Gotcha. Okay. Wow, what a fascinating interview, Zachary. Unbelievable. Where can folks go to find out more about you?
AllSaintsMinistry.org. And all my contact information is there. I have my cell phone for our ministry, my email address. We have probably 20 or 30 additional videos that people can watch. Mm-hmm. And we also have on our YouTube channel, we have 34 videos of just informative stuff.
Informative, to say the least. Zachary, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you for having me.
God bless.
Thank you.
Okay, folks. Wow, that was a very interesting conversation, to say the least. Zachary has a lot of information out there. Go check out allsaintsministries.org. Again, allsaintsministries.org. And again, I'll leave you with this last thought. I don't do a conspiratorial show. I never have, and I never will. However, when I do find a story that I can verify is true, I will bring it up. And in this case, this is true. And you can look it up by going to Google and putting in Bohemian, Bohemian, space Grove, Grove, Bohemian Grove. You can look it up yourself. You can read about it yourself. You do not have to believe me, nor do you have to believe my guest. Have a wonderful Halloween. And remember, this is the one holiday a year that liberals get to knock on the door and ask for free handouts. Until next week, God bless.
Thank you for joining the Josh Bernstein Show. Unabashed, unafraid, and unapologetic. Holding America to a higher standard. For more information on the Josh Bernstein Show or to connect with Josh, just go to starworldwidenetworks.com.
You're tuned in to Rebooting Liberty.